Welcome back to Homebrew Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D.
Little Pancake here.
In the house, ready to showcase some amazing new gameplay. We have OP07 finally hitting the shelves. Mm-hmm. We have OP7 Commander. The leaders. I gotta get my language right here, right? Leaders hitting the shelves. We have people in our league willing to showcase what these leaders are. If you were with us before, you got to see Dr. Vegapunk versus that new Rob Lucci.
We got two new meta leaders coming in there.
Right?
I won't say meta leaders, but one meta leader.
One meta leader. I think if Julian sticks to it, he's going to show you that Dr. Vegapunk is a sleeper tier that we didn't know about.
Most definitely. Again, I'll tell everyone, you like a deck, keep playing it. You practice hard, you'll start seeing lens, and most people aren't seeing. You'll figure things out. Study your local meta, you'll realize, people ain't running this stuff. They're running that stuff. I'll counter this stuff.
Right? It's got a lot of legs. I love the way that it refills its life, the way that it just costs one Dawn to start doing some stuff. I think it's meta too. I'm with you. I think that you can make it. We just got to figure it out because, unfortunately, the Japan meta, did they give us anything to really look at for Dr. Vegapunk? No. No, okay. I trust the Japanese. Trust me, they have some of the smartest people out there that make some of the best Magic the Gathering decks.
But it is still a small pool.
It is a very small pool and something that can be exploited, I think, especially with our large community here. So we stick with our teams and our locals out here that are really working hard to come up with the right numbers and the right sequencing. And hopefully one of these days we'll see some breakout metas just like we just saw.
Someone could crack it. Julian could be the one to crack it. He'll be like that one Vegapunk who makes it so Vega can't be played on the off-meta Yellow Cup.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there an amazing tournament this last weekend where we got to showcase something that we didn't think we'd ever see?
That's right. Shout out to the No More Heroes crew out there in Europe. They covered the Utrecht regional out there. I know a lot of people were really surprised to see red-green Law from OP1 in the finals and taking the whole thing.
Championship. So while you think the meta is solved, someone comes around and just says, nope, I got that spice.
I saw all the matchups I want to. I got the best curve. I hit all my top decks. We in there.
Absolutely. Man was pulling it through on an amazing deck with some amazing tech. So that could be you out there. That could be, you think the meta solved with RP Law? Lucci saying something different. Red-green Law saying something different. Divine says, hold up, Vega, please. Don't win until our yellow off meta, then we can pop off. Okay. But I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for it. We have another awesome showcase for you, and one of the new leaders.
We got Boa Hancock making her appearance today on the stream.
Yeah, not only is she the amazing manga art from this new set, but she is also an amazing new leader from this set. And we're going to showcase her in her glory, taking down...
I was going to say, Boa trying to go and taking down Lucci.
Yeah, Rob Lucci. Let's see if it can happen. I know that Rob Lucci is kind of solidifying himself in a really competitive tier 1 cycle here. I love that we got Michael over here, genius at deck building here. I've seen him together.
I was going to say, Rob Lucci, one of the few leaders to dethrone the big baddie RP Law over in the East too.
Absolutely. Yeah. ZK Knight, if you're still out there, I can't wait to see these matches with you, man. I think it's going to be fantastic to showcase your efforts in making something that I haven't actually seen much. I've seen a couple tweets. I retweet some really fun decks I see. Especially if you're a creator out there, just post it in Twitter land and you showcase some really interesting deck, I'll probably retweet you. Yeah, because I want my community to see it just as much as I want everyone else to see and glorify these awesome original ideas that haven't just been net decked. If you want a net deck, that's what you do. It's okay. I just love celebrating originality. That's what we do here on Humber Pie. Sorry, trying to close that out of there. My apologies. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. Homeboy. Yeah, shout out to Nate here. Thank you again so much for letting us showcase that out there. Took me a while to get used to her ability, but I forgot to draw with one of those at the time. It was very nice to let me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the community we have here, too. We're allowed to learn.
This is our first week with these 7 leaders. Not everyone is into the regular flow of it. I know playing against Marcus, we had a couple practices. Just like, you want to use a leader effect? Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sure. I'll even remind people. In the games that I'm mastering in, if you will, where One Piece is something I'm learning myself, dabbling. I got a couple decks now. This one taught me how to play, so if all my mistakes are his fault, just kidding.
Can't teach him everything.
Yeah, right.
Gotta learn to swim somehow.
Oh, there's an old meme that you guys will never get. Can't swim? Who? Just throw me in the water. I love it.
I know. Yeah, let's get into this deck tag. Let's see.
Let's see this. Just before we go, just a quick reminder to all those out there, because it looks like we got some new people looking in the stream. We're giving away 3 packs tonight. All you got to do is say hello, get in the Discord too, so I can find you if you win. I'll
send you it.
I'm going to do what I can to find a Whisper, do whatever I got to find to get these packs out to you. I got a few still trying to go away because I don't know where Riley is, or
you guys got to come back. Give us the deets. We got to send this somewhere.
I want to give it to you, but tonight we've got these packs to give away. This is from a community box. No cards have been given away from this box outside of what's going to you. I'm not pulling anything. I'm not weighing anything. We're just going to check this out. Every single pack, go in the community every single time we do One Piece content. We still have 2 hits left in this box.
No all arts have been hit. No all arts. I think we had 2 SRs with
some good
Kaido and so I think someone got an all art Dawn, but no all arts yet. Everybody that's still hot. The box is still alive. It's still out there.
Absolutely. Let's get the gameplay.
Well, we got.
I'm sorry. The deck list. Starting off with Matt on Boa Hancock.
Boa, one of his waifus, his favorites.
I love the emojis.
And we got more Boa waifu babies over here. But yeah,
Blue Doffy here.
Blue Doffy.
I love this. Trafalgar Law. What are we looking at for some spice here?
We have plenty of the warlords in here because that's exactly what Boa is. She is a warlord, so we're going to play the archetype hard and heavy. We got classics from the starter deck. You got your 2K Mihawks, your Gecko Morias to play out to get stuff from garbage. We have the new Jinbeis to play out those Gecko Morias, Mihawks, Edward Weevils, all those guys for free.
Yeah.
And then on the top end, as you can see, we have the Boa herself on play, stopping anything from attacking, bottom decking one cost,
protecting people.
Unless it's Luffy.
Oh, yeah. And then lore-accurate card game, she would never lay a hand on her Luffy.
We have another warlord. We have Mihawk, big old 9-drop Mihawk, getting rid of 7 cost, sending it to the bottom of the deck on play. And then, wait a minute, who invited this Emperor to the party?
What?
We got two 10-drop Kaidos playing into the Boa leader effect, though. Again, Boa's leader effect is on your turn, if you return a card in any form or fashion to deck, hand, bottom of the deck, discard pile, whatever have you, by effect, if you have 5 or less cards in hand, you can draw.
I see we're seeing the new perfume.
We have
Fumier.
We got Perfume Fumer, and for you red players out there, it's Diable John Plus. It's Diable John, but also a counter.
Yeah. And McJeffsky coming in finally. It's about time, McJeffsky.
Hey,
We've been missing you. Hello, gentlemen. I am stoked to play Bonnie tomorrow. No more of this off-meta stuff for me. All right. I mean, Jeff, you're on the leaderboard. You've already been doing pretty well.
No, you're doing fine. You can off-meta for the last week.
Yeah.
It's the last day of school, baby.
Right? It's the last week. Absolutely you did. I mean, we have some lore to develop, McJeffsky, and you're ruining this. For those that don't know and haven't been following the channel as long, McJeffsky and I have a little bit of we got a thing. Let's just put it that way.
We had a pizza date.
It was fantastic. He had a good time. His wife didn't. She's kind of mad at me. But it's all right. I threw a book club for her, so if you guys want to go to LifeLink Games and join a book club. McJeffsky's wife, who is an author, and a very good one at that. A very good author. I've seen some of her work. Fantastic. I do want to do some shout outs for her too. It's local talent. Let's shoot it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got book clubs coming in here, and one of the key components is going to be McJeffsky's wife, who's probably going to use this to take it out against me because I keep trying to take her man. I'm just saying.
She's going to write a book about it.
She is. This is a very handsome young man, I'm telling you.
That's how she gets on the Oprah's bestseller list.
He nailed himself a queen. He is a king himself. McJeffsky in the house. Thank you very much for that chat. I really appreciate it. The lore continues, my friends. All right, let's go into the next deck list.
All right.
I think something we've already covered.
We are seeing Verge deck list again. Just going over it again with the classic, good black stuffs. You got Rebecca. You got Brooke. You got your Searchers brand new. You got Helmeppo with these 2 bad man machetes. What else we got here? And then we have the mid game with Borsellino, Kuzan with the one draw. Your Lucci's that take stuff out. Your Sabos to protect you, and then oh man, look at those big baddies in there. We already saw those Gecko Morias, and Sabo's putting in the work. Putting in the work hard.
Agreed. I gotta remain professional. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
You're looking at me. I'm so sorry. I gotta remain professional. Okay. Thank you so much in the chat. Continue on. We got ourselves we got Stussy in the house and one copy.
Yeah. In the house, one copy.
And this amazing Sabo. Gecko, the impressive Gecko at 3.
It's tough.
It's
big old eggplant.
Right?
Just doing stuff.
We got some spice here with the... so sorry. With Kuzan. I'm sorry. Happy Monday, Mama Sam. Thank you for the topic switch. Love you to death, Mama Sam. Thank you.
Oh, hey, we have our...
in the running. And our new HR managers coming in hot. You guys could never see her. We found out back home that you guys could never see her. She's big. She's a big dog. But unfortunately, she's not big enough to get up on that camera. So we made ourselves a little picture to make sure you understand exactly who we're talking about. That way, when I say I'm petting my HR manager, I don't get 17 complaints like I did last time. I see you. I'm sorry. Don't give me those 1 stars on my Twitch reviews.
So when we tell people we pay our HR manager in kibbles and bits, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, what war crimes are they committing over there?
Right? Yeah, it's just the doggo, the best doggo. That's Kaiju in the house. I love this chat. Alrighty, going back. So we've already covered this deck list. I think most of you guys have seen it before. If there's anything you guys want to talk about or any spice that you might have any questions, go ahead and ask us in the chat. We can stop the video at any time because all this stuff is pre-recorded, which gives us the opportunity to interact with you and showcase some amazing gameplay. And one of the things I love the most about what we're seeing here, everyone's got that hot new art from the leaders.
The pulls were pretty dope from the set for most people, especially Ver.
Yeah. Ver had the best pull.
I think his first pack of OP07.
Yeah, we're still working that video, Ver. Don't worry. I loved. I want to come up with a perfect cut for it because wait till you guys see it. It's just basically Ver going. Like you never hear him talk. He's just doing that OF kind of pack opening, take everything off stuff. Where this is the only thing you're hearing. Right here,
maybe hear
and then suddenly
faint radio in the back.
Yeah, maybe just or the little kids playing in the playground, but not then you hear them just going,
oh my god!
And that poll is hot. So yes, we downloaded it. I'm working with my short-term editor right now. We're gonna come up with something really funny, but it's almost funny on its own. But I want to really sell it because I was dying laughing just seeing him. It was absolutely epic, says Majewski. Yes, it was absolutely epic.
Discord, you saw a lot. It was wild.
Yeah, and thankfully gave me permission to use it. So it's coming. It's coming soon. Check out my TikTok and check out my X. I put the shorts up there. So we're doing all kinds of content out to you guys. Let's get into the gameplay, shall we?
Let's get in this match.
And for those that want to know, yes, there's a little button here that's muted. So if you join my Patreon, which I'll type in here a little bit, if you join my Patreon,
you can have access to those special little commentaries between players.
We're releasing all kinds of things. And on top of that, what are we doing for the leader table? Because we're trying to bring more content your way.
So we're trying to have more variety here on the top table. So everything that's going to be going on stream, we're going to try to have, if it's someone who stays on the top like Ver is right now, we're going to try to move them to another table. Still a top table that we'll be getting filmed. But for here, we're going to try to showcase as many different decks as we can in one night. But for those who want to see those top table plays, those top table matches, those will be behind the Patreon wall.
Because what we're trying to bring to you back at home, just to make things a little more spicy and interesting, we want to put it and showcase some of the amazing talent and deck building that happens within our Cider community and put those up front. While it is nice to see Bear kicking butt almost every single time up on the front screen, maybe someone doesn't want to watch 3 rounds of one deck.
Yeah.
We would like to see some shakeups, and that's what we're here for. I do love that we get to show Bo and Hancock here and Lucci, but we're going to see a shakeup in the last round, right? 2 new decks.
A shakeup, yeah.
Yeah. And not to give any spoilers, because Ver still has to take down Matt. But, yeah, we got our new leaderboard here, and it's getting tough. It's getting close.
It's getting close. People are getting really, it's getting tight right up at the top 3. Ver, not always not as secure as he was 2 weeks ago. I didn't ban you from playing Philadelphia. The community apparently bullied you into stop playing until 7, and then I guess now you're a Bonnie player.
Right? Man, I didn't know how much I had to stick ahead. I was really shocked that they came into the room so fast.
They're probably talking to Mad. It's like, oh yeah, I like my waifu card. And I was like, it's a nice waifu card. But I've got a buff lion dude. I got a buff leopard guy. I was like, I don't know. I have a manga at home. Well, I have a manga at home.
I love the competition.
They're like the two guys at the car meet with Audi R8. It's like, oh, you got an Audi R8? I have an Audi R8. Oh, you have a leather package? I have a cloth package. Oh, you should totally get it. But I opted for the better speakers.
You know, I as little as I hung out with them, that was a spot on impression. Well done. That is almost verbatim. You're giving away my content. I'm putting it on Patreon for free, bro.
You know, if they want to know exactly what they're arguing about, it's only an impression. It's only an impression.
The commentary is fantastic. I actually get to sit in the room sometimes and watch these guys go back and forth, and it is the best of best content.
And it's not just them sometimes. People, after they finish the match, they come in, they're like, look at these fools! Oh, boo! Boo him!
Boo this man!
That was a crap play, my God! And then they're still playing live, and it's like, whoa!
McJessie says, I play my VV for the meme. Hey,
yeah, hey,
right. I like it.
Last day of school tomorrow. Yeah. Last day of school. Last week of the league.
Check it out, man. We're gonna be showcasing some awesome new talent, new decks, and we're showing some great back and forth. The more you guys help us out and grow, the more we can deliver even more content.
I'm gonna be on my mat game. I'm gonna play Iceberg.
Yeah. I would love nothing more than to have like 2 tables demonstrating like 2 different decks, so we can really just jump back and forth and see some awesome showcase here.
Yo, Matt, even with the theme Dawn.
I was just about to say that. I was
his wallet aching. His wallet aching.
Matt, my man.
Well, you know, you're just seeing what I'm gonna be looking like when Buggy drops. That's it. Except I'll have an angry wife.
Good start here from the black player. You want to get that stage out real early and already lucky enough.
Stage, you love it.
Yeah, first turn right in there. You already don't have to worry about attacks. Can't do anything here, and just immediately with those minus effects. But here we're seeing our first
blocker with the draw.
Okay.
5K.
First swing. Yep. Not even gonna give him the 1K for it. Says I'll take the resources.
I'll take resources. That's a cool blocker. It'd be a shame if someone destroyed it.
Yeah. Was it -3 currently on the board, which already is 3. So
right in the range of most of Verse stuff, and then on top of that, he's got stage and leader ability to drop it to 0 for no Dawn. There you go. He's like,
I'm just gonna represent this.
Just gotta remember that.
Just a little spice.
Just to remind you where you're at.
If Ver could, I guarantee you he would just be like the meme, just dropping the salt.
Oh man,
just dropping the salt. Divine Lotus says, I'll probably bring Bonnie till I get the final ace. I'm not sure yet. Okay, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, here's okay, just Kuzan play. So was it just the little spice he was trying to threaten him with?
Just a Borsalino play? Yeah, probably just trying to scare him. Like, you know, watch how easy I can destroy these things.
Throwing the threats out already. Love it.
Look how much your cards crumble like for.
All right, so it looks like we got 5 Dawn coming back from that side of the field here. Let's see. I love that he's trying to cover it up because he doesn't want to showcase that he doesn't have all matching Dawn. I think that's what's happening here.
Yeah, so still Warlords Dawn. The Boa's still on there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you still have the Boa theme here. Just stacking it. Then I feel like every player stacks it.
All right, we got the perfume for the unblockable.
Okay.
Ooh, Ice Age trigger. We hate to see it. It's gone now.
I didn't even have to think goes the blocker. That. So, unfortunately, that threat became a reality from a trigger. However, winning the life war right now would be Lucci. We got I'm sorry, not Lucci. I'm sorry. Would be Boa Hand. Oh, yeah. Jeez.
3-2 right now.
Words here. Yeah.
Let's see, what is Ver going to do? Really
surprised that Lucci hasn't turned a stone yet.
Yeah, we're just going to take some cards in the hand, maybe get some life. Okay. 7. He's asking for 2 cards.
Okay. 2 and a 1. 2 and a 1. You gonna give it up, or are you gonna give up that life?
2 and a 1. 2 and a 2. A 0 cost event with the card needed for. And there we go. 0 cost event.
Pitch gets that 3K.
Oh, he gets rid of a 2K with it. It was tough.
That is a tough decision.
It's tough.
But it means he's probably setting up for a later turn. Rebecca
letting you bring back anything 7 and under back to hand, and then playing at 3 and under from hand.
So going for...
Looks like he's might be grabbing the Sabo.
Okay, yeah, that is a 5 cost. That is a legal target here. Sabo maybe coming back. He's thinking about it. He's debating it. Yep, takes the Sabo back.
But what is coming out?
Nothing else for Don. You pretty much used it all here.
It's 2 little blockers and asking Matt, like, yeah, put him back in my hand. Sure, I'll take him. Let me play the Rebecca out again.
Right.
Let me get more resources.
Has a decent amount. How many of those are blockers? Just one of them. Both of them are blockers.
Borsellino and Rebecca. Borsellino being a 6K on the block.
Oh wow, that's huge.
We got another Perform Fume for another unblockable hit.
Already.
Matt's racing.
So Matt is Matt is putting a lot of pressure on.
8K to life. I'm taking it.
Yeah. They're already down to 2 life. Not a single life has been taken from this Boa Hancock yet. Well, they just put the Don on top. Just wants to showcase the other art. Matt just showcasing all of his beautiful cards.
He's showing off.
Display for the camera.
Realizing, he's not playing any cards. He's got all those cards. It would be a shame if anyone just e-showed him right now. It'd be a dang shame if someone e-showed him.
So a simple 5K to life looks.
Trying to give him the option, like, oh, you got to counter out, you got to get more cards.
Is it a 1 or 2K?
It's a 2K.
2K out. That is a tell.
That is a 1K.
A 1K? Okay.
But a resourceful 1K, you can use it to get something out of your garbage on play. There we go. Matt taking the life. Ver seeing the blood in the water. That E-show's coming out.
All right, E-show.
He's like, give me those cards.
And it takes 2 randoms, right?
Well, it's the first choice, I believe. Oh, does he not have enough? It didn't look like he had enough cards in hand.
All right. So that actually putting out that block right there was enough to keep him just underneath that card hand size.
Keeping him safe. Again, Matt wants to actually be a 5 or below so he can activate leader effect.
Wonder if that was actual read from Matt here, recognizing that he needed to get some stuff out of his hand to make sure.
Keeping track of their opponent's stun is a big information,
Yeah.
If you know what they're going into, you can know what their plays are.
Good friend, he knows this in the deck, so I know these 2 are friends, and I imagine as good as Matt is at this game, he would definitely be reading that. So good heads-up play on Matt. Got to call it the good plays when you see him. So 9 Dawn here. Sorry,
but still the E-show. Pretty impressive, even without the on-play ability of activating. -3 to anything.
Looks like we're going to get ourselves a 7K.
Oh, with the Boa stopping the E-show from playing.
Okay.
6-8.
Hard to see how much Dawn they're using on this here, but not enough for a 3K. 3 cost Ophi.
9. So, blocker, and he gets to look at the top 5 cards of his deck, put them back in any order, and put them back on top or the bottom.
Nice. Really setting up that hand. I know Doffy is a massive staple in all different formats. And this one from the starter deck, or was this from just
OP01?
OP01. Yep. So a card that is just transcended time. It's always just
fate effect.
Infinite Rose says, Divine Lotus, are you getting into the ace for me, or do you need another one after that? All right, so they're just doing
trades going on in the chat.
I like it. I'm all about it. This just helps my algorithm. But this is the type of community that like helping each other out, getting the cards they're looking for, and making sure that everyone has the decks they want to play here. So back to Vera here. We got 3 amazing attackers here. 10 full Dawn.
Unfortunately, not. The E-show cannot attack.
That's right, because of the bow
effect. Yeah. But still, we're going to put 1 Dawn on there to minus everything by 3.
Now,
the bow is a 3, and the Dofi is a 0.
I know that this is always trying to push lower accurate information, but I gotta say that Isho is the only one that can't fall victim to Bo Hancock's number 1 move. He's blind. He can't fall victim to it. Like, he is one of the few people immune.
Well, it's not just sight. You can feel any type of way towards Bo as long as you feel an emotion towards her that is not just outright hate.
Oh,
you can be like, oh, I feel bad for her. Stone.
Okay. All right. That's something I didn't even know. All right.
We saw them get around the weirdness with S-Snake when Frankie saw her. He was like, oh, what a cute little kid.
But I know that there was a video done by one of my favorite YouTubers, the guy in the basement or something like that, who does content about One Piece. And he was saying that the first one is immune to the Boa Hancock move, it's Isho. So
I don't think it's 100% that way, because again, she could have him make him feel like any kind of, I think it's any empathy shown towards her, like, will trigger the ability.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not 100% safe, I don't think.
I think it's Dude in a Room. I might be getting it wrong. If you guys out there know what I'm talking about, he's a famous YouTuber, is really popular, does some great One Piece content. Also does other manga, like the basic big number anime. Hunter x Hunter being another one that he's huge up on. I love watching Hunter x Hunter.
9K 9 drop, bottom decking the Borsa. Ooh, it's an expensive card. It's an expensive drop. Yeah, not a lot of 7Ks in the not a lot of 7 drops in the meta that are like you want to get rid of.
Mm-hmm. That I think was a smart decision here. All right, so we're gonna just go to life here. Looks like a nice little 6 to life. 2 to 3 on the life reserves. Boa in the lead currently. We're gonna see if he's going to get some resources out of Bear's hands. He is.
2K, T-Bone.
Yep.
T-Bone 2K.
Gets one out of hand. It's better in the yard than in hand. Mm-hmm. But coming back this turn now has still 3 impressive attackers. Sabo, Isho.
Rough. It is rough.
Rob Lucci with his finger guns.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like Ver has the cards in hand to eliminate that Mihawk. Again, for 1 Dawn, it's already down to 6.
Jeez, it's so impressive. Mama Sim says, if you can play MTG Commander, is One Piece Leap to hard to learn? Kid has been asking, and I think he wants someone to practice against. Mama, I'm glad you asked. That is a perfect question to be asking on this chat here. Not only is this game extremely easy to learn, and an easy shift from it, from Commander, because there's a lot of similarities between Commander and One Piece.
Not nearly as many cards to remember.
Yeah, and the set's so new, it's extremely easy to get into it. When it comes to learning how to play, if you join us on Tuesdays, I'm always there teaching people how to play. So you can come out, I'll have extra decks, and I'll teach people how to play this thing. He taught me, I'm going to teach other people. It's a giving kind of world here. We have extra decks for people to try out. We have extra things. We always play casual along with the competitive scene. This is what you're watching is competitive, playing for that massive championship that we'll talk about here after this match. But there's also the casual play that we put in the background to allow people just to have some fun and lay back. Yep. We do the content sometimes on Saturdays where, again, I will be doing support, always giving support for the casual play and teaching people how to build their decks. And there's a lot of stuff we give away, too, to help people build their new decks. So this community works hard to try and grow its community. And we're fighting those dastardly little scalpers that have been making this game somewhat unaffordable for unopened product. But luckily, Bandai's done a great job of keeping the price tag for these cards pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jesky says, One Piece is so easy to learn. I played MTG for 10 plus years. Yeah. And the learning curve, seriously, I love it because it feels more like chess than it does with what Magic the Gathering has become today. I'm not saying I hate it. I love Magic the Gathering, but seriously, the power creep is real. The stuff you're doing is beyond belief. You used to think 1 blue mana draw 3 was the most powerful thing you could do. Magic said, hold my beer. So, no, it's gotten complicated as all get out. This is a great tear down where it rewards people for being able to do math, kind of like what we saw Diego here do earlier during that really weird stunt of word garbage of math.
I was trying to figure out that Lucci math, you know. If you can count to 10, you'll do fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Divine Lotus says, also got a tutorial app, can get you in the App Store, which can help a bit, and that's free.
It's free.
It is a free app, so you can download it on your phone, get them to learn the way, and I think that they block a lot of like bad stuff, so you don't have to worry about your kid getting into some danger zone in social media. So Bandai really looking out for the community there. Really happy with the way that they built that. And Mama Sim says, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate that question. Let's get back in the gameplay.
Let's get back in this. All right, so we're just doing math. How do I get down to 6 to 1?
Mihawk. He's pointing to Mihawk to drop its cost. So 4.
Now we're down to 4. Still got stage.
That's going to drop another 2 costs. So those not understanding, he's dropping the cost, not the power, in order to get these on-play abilities that can basically trash characters who have a low cost. So one of usually they say if something costs 3 or less, bury it. That's why you spend all these resources. We got 2 hits in the life right there.
As you were saying before, like, we got Matt in the lead with the hits. It's like very fast. It can just go the other way around.
when you build up such an impressive board state here too, and he's threatening hard. It looks like he's got a removal for it.
Here we go.
Yeah,
The
there goes the
dreaded
Mihawk.
finger pistol.
Taking that Mihawk out just by
Getting a taste of his own medicine. He's like,
Right.
"Oh, I stabbed a dude with a tiny knife. Now take this finger to the chest."
straight. All right, 5 cost Sabo.
Sabo coming out for the protection.
I like that blocker. 2 blockers, 3 good attackers, solid
That was a
attackers.
Sabo, but only protecting against KO abilities.
Okay.
Blue being the hand manipulator of sending things to hand, bottom deck, all that stuff. Those are still 100% viable to deal with the Sabo.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to see a full stack of 10 Dawn coming back to Matt. Draw for turn. He's got to get some board state
Oh
here.
yeah, he's got to do something. He's got to develop some bodies. He's got to develop protection. He's got to do a bunch in this one turn.
Rob Lucci has already controlled it. We have enough swingers for lethal next turn if he can't do anything to this board. He needs blockers. He needs attackers. 10 Dawn might not be enough. Maybe it is.
He needs 20 Dawn worth of cards for 10. That's what he needs right now.
Yeah. It just we're
Not looking great.
yeah. So what would you do in a situation you're on blue? I mean, you play blue with Ivankov, so I'm sure you're familiar with the combos.
For me, I mean, thinking about what he has in his deck, I mean, I probably wouldn't have Perfume Fumed so hard in the beginning.
Save those for some later attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save those for the end. We have
so gonna remove the
swords. Again, bottoming the Sabo.
Interesting to see.
Not killing it,
Yeah.
not KOing it, but just putting
Put
it
it on the
somewhere
bottom.
else.
Yes, and which is really good against a black deck because they play from the graveyard. So excellent move from blue to be able to manipulate that, put it on the bottom. He's probably going to need about 3 more of those, you think?
Not for how much done he's got. He can maybe get one more, but the only other thing he can bottom deck is that Rebecca. He's still looking. He's still looking at those 2 9s straight to the door.
So all the attackers still live. We gotta hope he has a handful of counters.
Yeah. But even then, the split, that 10 down split between all these characters, I think the math is just there.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. We're gonna see where this goes out. Infinite Rose says my Red Rock and Boa.
He's got 2.
Any Red Rock?
2.
Yeah. He's got 2 of them. Sorry.
He's got 2 lonely Red Rocks.
He's thinking this thing through, thinking deep. While he's in the tank, I'll remind everyone, all you got to do if you're out there viewing, just comment. Just send me hi.
Are we seeing the Red Rock? That's a 6-drop. Oh, we're seeing
Boa
the Boa
in the beautiful art showcase.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wondering if it's the one that I pulled from pre-release.
Okay. Yeah, he picked it up real fast when I saw you get that thing. So we're going to get a nice little 5K to life.
His waifu card.
5K, 8 a blocker. Interesting. I would have thought that he would have gone for resources here.
No, I'm sure Ver has the exact math to get rid of that Boa.
Okay. Interesting. 8K. Does this one stop attack like the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
So it probably stopped.
E-show again, maybe? That's why I moved it so far over.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could have been Sabo. I mean, either one. It doesn't really matter because they're both 9s.
Yeah. Stop it.
Neither of them have an on-attack ability, so, Tomato.
Yeah. It's basically on the math. Okay,
Yes.
so we're going to use the attach just to get the ability.
Yep.
Right?
So my big -3. And
Maybe
it says Sabo that he stopped from doing stuff.
Okay. So E-show 10K to life.
He's like,
He's got a hit.
He's like, I'll take
So we're going to see a 14 swing.
We could see a big 14.
Do you think that there's a way you can count out a 14?
No Dawn, every card in his hand has to be 2K.
Mm-hmm. Divine says, I know Midnight is building Boa, so I'm trying to help her with that. If you need any cards, Divine, just let us know. You're in the Discord chat and everything else. We're tapping 9. Oh, Gecko 8. Oh, jeez.
Blocker and some. We're getting a chain, everybody.
Yeah. So we're getting 2 cards back from the grave.
So we're bringing those 2 back. So Rebecca and activating Helmeppa first, and then Rebecca, I'm sure. So Helmeppa for the additional -3. So bringing Boa down to 0, and then Rebecca able to activating Rebecca's effect, getting a 7 or lower back to hand, and then playing out of 3, playing the Brook, and destroying that Boa.
Jeez, there's so many combos. That board wasn't this big 2 seconds ago. What just happened?
Gecko Moria. Dados.
Yeah, right?
Eggplant Daddy.
This is a difficult turn. No life on this boa. Facing down Ver in this incredibly oppressive board state.
And I'll just remind everyone out there, he didn't even have to use stage.
Yeah. It's just leaving that thing on tap, unrested. Good grief.
No stage, no leader effect on that boa. He's just like, yeah, I got this.
All right. 10 down. We're going to see him in that tank probably for a hot minute. It is not a good feeling to be facing down Isho, Gecko Moria, Sabo, Brook,
and leader.
And the leader attack.
And, you know, if I was her, I might be spicy. I might just put 10 down on Rebecca and be like, what do you got?
That's so mean.
She doesn't hate anybody on purpose, man.
Leader of the Tauntauns putting a 10K.
You making me put blood on these hands.
10K Kaido?
We can take a Kaido, bouncing an 8 and a 3 cost back to hand.
Okay. That's a little bit of a board cleanup, a little bit.
It's tough, though, because, again, you have to have the answer for these 2 9K swings.
5K, eating a block. Interesting. Again, not wanting to go for those resources. He wants to keep those 2 life there.
Because Vera could have Gecko Moria in hand, so he's like, I'll do the same thing. Gecko Moria into Rebecca into something, and a yada, and a yada, and a yada, and dead.
8K.
8K? Ooh, okay, so no Moria.
Is he going to try and minus this Kaido down from 10 to...
It wouldn't be terribly hard for her. Because right off bat, we have stage leader effect for 4.
What a defense here.
He's got it.
9K to life. Discard pitch.
Gum Rain. Was that game? That is game. He didn't have enough.
Game. Again, Fair taking down the early win. Oppressive game state.
Really impressive.
Understand why people don't like Gecko. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that needs to go. I think that there just needs to be answers for Gecko. Yes. Something that allows you to clean up your graveyard and just, or your opponent's trash and just like throw that underneath your deck.
And, you know, blue does run an answer for big drops like that, the red rock, but again, with 2 of in the deck, you don't always have it.
Yeah, and it is an expensive card, yes?
It's 6 cost, so yeah, pretty expensive.
Nope.
It's there. Ver and them going like, you know what? It's break time.
Yeah, probably need to go to the bathroom.
I need a stretch after that whooping.
Long stretch. We're going to see where that went. Let's go. Let's skip ahead here just to... I think both of them might have wanted to go to the bathroom and get themselves a break.
We're back.
And back to round 2. Boa versus Rob Lucci. Very showcasing the skills. This man is literally the one to beat most of the time. I have seen him lose quite a few times, so it's not...
It is capable. The man can bleed.
Yeah. Matt helping us out there saying, yeah, we both had a little small break, which is absolutely respectable. Trust me, I take my breaks in between rounds.
Matt probably went to his corner, probably has coaches like, what are you doing out there? What are you doing? You gotta be throwing punches. You gotta be throwing jabs.
All right, so Bear didn't like his opening hand.
Nah. He's like, I don't like this. I'm gonna go for the heap.
Yeah. Gonna take that risk. You only get 1 mulligan, right?
Only one.
Yeah.
Only one.
And then you're stuck with whatever 5 it is.
You're stuck what you get.
There's still a lot of effects that I think that are yet to be produced. I love how slow they're developing a lot of these powerful effects from the new set releases. That they're not overloading you with complexity.
No.
And they're allowing the game to stay a steady growth of just slowly build up, and then maybe they're going to start doing what I loved back in the early stages that Magic used to do. They would print cards that would counter problem decks, and it would just be one of these things where it's like, listen, if this guy's being such a problem, then you can side back this, or if here's some leverage to help certain colors gain an edge against very oppressive cards.
Yep.
And I think if One Piece was out there listening to us talk about ideas, find a card that can take someone's trash bin and put it underneath his deck. Like,
there are cards like that. There are Gecko counter cards that let you put cards from your opponent's deck trash into their bottom.
Into the bottom? Okay. All right. But probably not done too often because you would have to match up.
They're super niche. They're not technically meta. They don't fit well into most decks. But they're there.
Yes.
But they're there.
Mm-hmm.
You're wild enough, you run them.
I imagine that's going to be with the introduction of side decks, which I guarantee you is probably coming within the next 6 months or so.
That one dude on Twitter who's like, is Gum Gum Gong viable?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I can see where you'd want that. And in these future when things start getting a little more complicated with enough cards out in the format, eventually One Piece is going to have to come up with a solution to give you a side deck.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So you can have an option.
I mean, the combo the man was thinking of, he was thinking about using Gum Gum Gong, which is -8, but you have to take the top of your life, and the Black Yellow Luffy deck, where naturally the strategy against that is to starve them out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do that and then, eliminate a body off their board with, one of the Egghead Luffys, hey.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
Infinite Rose says there's a 6-cost Black Brook and a 2-cost Black Viola that put cards from opponent's trash. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they do have answers. It's just too niche right now.
It's too niche. The strategies don't work in every deck.
Great turn 3 play, playing Dolphy on curve, amazing blocker, allowing him to stack the top 5 cards of his library, put them back in any order, and can bottom any cards that he doesn't want to see.
Setting him up to either draw that card that he wants right out of the top from leader effect, or just the next turn.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna see maybe next turn a swing from this Burrow.
From brand new, maybe. Probably.
Brand new? Yeah.
We'll see if he wants to put in the investment.
All right.
Maybe.
Don't see it too often, but I do love it when I get to see some of these weaker characters.
It does happen. Back in the Sakazuki days, he was the target for the Hound Blaze.
Yeah. He only has an on-play ability, right?
Yes.
So basically right now he's just a basic 3K sitting here.
He's a 3K bald guy. Balding guy.
Who works for the Navy in a prison suit. The man is a walking contradiction. And you said his name is brand new?
Brand new.
And that head ain't brand new.
Nah, it's seen action.
It's seen some wear and tear.
What is he thinking? What is
doing some math here? 6K to lead. Okay, 6 to life. I like it. Minusing that Doffy, so basically threatening that he does have an answer to bury that Doffy.
He's telling him, he's like, hey,
you want to use this to block now?
There's a Rob Lucci coming. You block or you get ready. Ooh.
Okay, interesting. 6K going. Now safe to hit because he knows that he's can't minus. He's out of Dawn, so he's not going to be able to get rid of that Doffy.
Exactly.
So interesting play. I don't know if would you have used an early block just to because you know it's going to be gunning for a black deck?
I probably would have taken the bait and just taken the block out.
Yeah. Just don't worry about the resources in hand.
Because Gum Gum for just a 6K, that's expensive.
Right.
It's pretty tough.
That's a card out of hand. And the Gum Gum just to get the 3K counter.
Exactly.
So 2 cards just to stop a swing from.
But this also kind of affirming to Ver, man has no 2Ks in hand.
Yeah. You're definitely not going to spend 2 cards being able to simple 2K to play. All right, we're going to say 3 down play another Doffy. No, okay, Jinbei 4K, and Jinbei brings with him
a little 4-drop Warlords of the Sea card. And then Law gets to, I think on main, you can return him back to your hand for a certain ability. I don't remember if he's just returned back to your hand for nothing, but the idea is to activate the bow effect because the card is being returned to anything.
Okay. And the bow effect leader allows you to draw a card when that happens?
Draw a card when that happens, if you have 5 or less.
Alrighty. So I didn't see him draw a card from there. Was this one of the...
This looks like... one of those times where he's like, hey, do you remember to do that thing?
He's taking a drink, so maybe he's just thinking this thing through here. Gotta stay hydrated. See if he does get that draw, because he returned the law to his hand. Alright, 6K. Couldn't use the ability. Okay, so he couldn't use the ability, that's on us.
Too many cards in hand.
Yep. Fortunately, we don't have hand cams yet, not the money for it yet, but that would definitely help us when we're trying to figure out exactly what the decision maker was. And unfortunately, his hand's just too big.
Bring my Brown 6.
Law bottom decks a card from the hand. Okay. Right. And that's what we saw from Ver's side. He just took, and Ver got to choose. Okay, so that's one of those things that's interesting you're playing it, because usually in other card games, if the opponent gets to choose, they don't like playing that card.
Big difference.
Mm-hmm. great when they're low on resources, but if you're Ver, this man likes to fan out his fan like he's playing Mortal Kombat. Which one is the Mortal Kombat lady that plays with the fans and fights with the fans? Katana?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero fights the fans.
Liu Kang?
Liu Kang.
Kung Lao?
You're just trying to piss off everybody in the chat right now.
I know, that's Ken, right?
It's Ken. It's Ryu. It's Ryu.
No, it's Dan, of course.
Oh,
it's Dan.
I love Dan. He's so great.
Dan, best.
He's the meme. I love Dan.
Best character ever. Dan.
Right.
No one can beat him. That's why he's not in the game anymore.
So it only works if there's six cards in hand for that effect.
5 or less, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so helmet bow for -3 on the
Jinbei.
Lucci. Oh no, Brook play. All right.
Okay, so Brook going to take that Jinbei, saying bye bye, Fishman.
I'm not letting you push that back to your hand and try all those shenanigans again.
Right. One of those really neat 2-card combos here. Squid says, "Where's the mana?" The mana is all in the dot. This is how this game does for its resource. It's probably one of the best resource games made to date, in my opinion. I know that there's some other competitors out there, but the way that the Dawn works, actually, can you explain that to him real quick, how the Dawn works?
Yeah, the Dawn, so you get a total of 10. That's all you get.
That's it.
And you use those to pay for all of your cards. You see the little cost on the top left-hand corner of most of the cards. Rest that amount of Dawn, play the card.
There's other abilities you can play into it, but every single turn you get 2 unless you start.
Once you start, you only get 1.
You only get 1. So if you're on the play, you only get 1 Dawn, and then you build 2 constantly. Unless there's some other effect on the card that moves the Dawn anywhere else, that just basically keeps growing and growing until you get to 10, and you stop getting all the Dawn out together, and you got to play with that math.
Yep.
And Dawn can go on your characters for attack, it can go on to abilities, it can play cards from hand on main, counter abilities, all kinds of stuff. But that resource pool is always measurable, and I love it.
The only thing it doesn't do is count towards your defensive turn. So if you have like 5 Dawn stacked on something, you're like, oh, I got it's a like 10,000. It's not.
It's not. No.
It only works on your turn.
On the attack turn. Yep. Thank you for that. All right, so we got 2.
Dropping 3 for
Another Dofi. Okay, interesting. He went for that Jinbei to stop that combo. Do you think he should have gone for the Dofi?
Yeah, I mean, Dofi has to have an investment to attack. So again, it's energy that Matt's not using to develop bodies, and then it's a nice 4 body that Ver can easily trade into. Ver's not afraid of them because again, they're 3. Super easy for Ver to even get down to 0.
Yeah.
At relatively no cost to him.
No, he didn't get his stage on turn 2 like he did last game, so it's not going to be that easy for free, but not that hard based on how his deck operates. Elspeth needs to board wipe these XYZ monsters and take some of the 6 prizes. He's just trolling the internet now. I meant just mixed Magic with Yu-Gi-Oh! with 6 prizes. I think that's
Pokemon.
Huh? It's Pokemon. With Pokemon. No, you're good, Squits. I love it. That was like the greatest meme. I want to see
XYZ monsters, the dumbest looking things ever.
Right? Let's board wipe these XYZ monsters. No, Pokemon's another game I wanted to get into. We got a great community play out on Saturdays. We're running our own gym out there. Really fun community. We just great group of people. Want to play competitive? Want to play casual? Want to collect? They're all there.
As I say, I did collect back in the day, but the market dictates we can only play 1 card game at a time.
Right? Seriously, they're so expensive. But that's why we're here. That's why we want to make it easier for you guys to do these things. Not only do we give out loaner decks, we give out packs. So Squitch just did exactly what you need to do. Hit the chat. Join the running. We got 2 hits. Massive hits left in the box. It could be 1 tonight. Could be 2.
All arts have not been hit in this box yet. They're still alive, everybody. Could be tonight. Could be next week. Okay.
All right. So Ver doing his table math.
Just thinking, he's like, oh, he got 3 blockers there. How can we get rid of 3 things?
Yeah, and I imagine, especially with such a weak board state, this is the weakest we've ever seen his board state. Helmeppo, Renew, Brook is a great card. I love Brook, but just this not being the strongest board state I've seen him have today yet. Sabo's great at it.
Was it not the weakest though?
Yeah.
A lot of problems on here.
Yep. But a lot of down investment if they want to get those swings in here. Hey, Pablo 1978. Thank you very much for the follow.
You kindly. We love it.
4 more to go. 4 more to go.
4 more follows, and we reach our goal for tonight.
Hey, and if you're out there and you're just chat, just hit hi. That's all you gotta do is just say hi. I don't care where you live. We send stuff to the Philippines. I'll send stuff to Europe. I haven't had the opportunity yet, but I will, and I can't wait to tell it and do it. So if you're out there and you want to get yourself a chance for a free pack, all you gotta do is just say hi in the comments.
So?
Yep. Recording it, and I'm gonna be putting the wheel together.
You just roll your face on the keyboard and press enter.
Yeah, right? You could just...
You hit him with the Fahud guides.
Yeah. I don't even have to make sense. You can put Japanese letters in here. All right, thank you guys. There we go, Pep. That's all I'm talking about. Right in. So if you want to join our discount down below, you're welcome to. I'll have, if you can't stick around, I can whisper you guys if I don't know you. But yeah, we'll try to do whatever we can to make sure we get these packs out to you wherever you may be. Want to grow this community and help people get the cards necessary. Because as you were saying about expense on 2 card games.
Yeah, it's tough.
Right.
All right, so we have 6K coming in from Ver with a block with Boa, I believe.
Okay.
Because again, the Boa was getting minused, and
now Brooks.
Matt saw the writing on the wall. Might as well block with it while I can. Tempest Kick, we're minusing that Dofi, getting rid of a Dofi.
Okay. So basically, I know it was rested. It make it a little confusing, but the Brook effect. How's this working?
The Brook effect, I believe on attack, it can KO at 3 cost or less. Also on play, so
yeah,
really nasty card to help him.
Didn't even need to minus it.
Didn't even minus it.
So
minus 1. I don't know. We double check. I'll double check that.
Okay, maybe they'll correct us in the chat here, but he got 5K, so it was 5K to life. Not defended by Matt here. Just took the hit. Unfortunately, lost a Doffy and his bow handicap blocker. So now only down to 1, and he has to fear this Rob Lucci deck can really, especially as long as Brooks stays in the field,
really turn up. It can really get rid of a lot of stuff.
So we're going to see some Dom maybe attached to this. You're going to have to help me with this one. I don't see it too often here. The Navy Pelican on his head.
Oh my God, what's his name?
Starts with what looks like an S.
I know,
it's upside down.
Where can I remember this fool's name?
Somebody in the chat help us with the name of this one.
Giant Gold Man.
Yes. I love his ultimate. Like, dude, Marineford was such an amazing arc.
I don't know if we'll see a swing from him, though. It's a lot of investment from him.
Not even to clean up that Brook here.
Sengoku.
Thank you. All right, so hey, there's that 2-card combo we saw before.
We're getting Laud. He's like, hey, give me one of those cards, put it at the bottom of your deck.
So eating that, it's unfortunate that he gets to pick. I like that 2-card combo. It's like a nice little like up and down here, but just when your opponent gets to choose, it almost just feels extra bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is the most busted thing in the world. I do like it. I do think that the synergy between Jinbei and Law feels weird. Because in the lore, it's not like they hate each other.
Yeah. But they're both warlords.
Yeah, it's true. Just don't know how often we've seen them work together a lot. All right, so we're getting 6K to life, looks like.
Yeah, 6K to life.
Gonna get a block and a counter. One of the really powerful abilities when you have a 6K blocker, your blocks get a lot cheaper. So what we just saw there was a block and a defense with a counter in hand to keep this blocker on the field. It is rested, so it only happens once.
Played 4 for an Edward Revolt.
Ooh,
played draw card.
4 cost 6K swing. I like that. The disputed still son of Edward Newgate. Still to this day. Disputed.
We're on the big 10 dawn turn. No huge bodies out yet. Could this be the first turn he drops a Gecko Moria?
Alright.
It's a pretty nasty board he's looking at. Oh, here's reminding Matt, hey, you gotta draw a card, bro. You got a leader effect.
Gotta do that thing, man. Gotta do that thing.
You gotta do what your leader does, man.
Right?
What else?
I'm not liking what I'm seeing in Vera's hand here. I feel like just...
We got a big drop Sabo.
It looks like I see a Gecko on the far left here. And is that an Isho in the second? They look like some high-cost creatures. Not a lot of counter. There's no counters in his hand.
No, not at all. Not much.
He's got a main event, I want to say. That's a 4-cost main, right?
That looks like Finger Pistol.
So thinking on his turn, I don't know if Gecko is a good play right now, especially with how full his board is.
The Sabo might be the play here. You'll definitely get rid of 2 bodies, and then he can do some extra jank to get rid of another one with the Brook.
Okay. Be an interesting heads-up play here. We're going to see him counting out. Still 10, Ver. Still 10.
8. And now Matt's like, oh god.
8.
What is it? Isho, Gecko, Sabo. Oh my.
And Ver's like, I haven't even decided yet. Let's roll the dice. Sabo!
And it's a Sabo.
That was a play you predicted. So what's happening here?
Discard a card, and then he gets to get rid of 2 pretty big drops, if I remember.
And the best ones on the board right now being the Blocker, and Weevil. Yep. Smart play here.
Blocker, Weevil, and then what he can do is he can use his leader ability to minus that Jinbei and then take it out with the Brook.
Yeah. So
and then just the tempo swings with this man.
Okay, so Helmeppo getting in for some 5K to life here.
5K.
Interesting. Yep, gets a hit. Okay. Matt says you're not getting reads out of me. 5K to life.
And minusing 2 to the. He's taking it. Oof.
All right. Not swinging the Brook.
Not swinging the Brook. All right, maybe.
What happens when you swing a character that it doesn't have enough power to take any points from late?
Nothing.
It's just nothing. Just bounce off each other.
A lot of the time, someone will maybe do it if it activates like a certain on-attack ability that will benefit them to some degree.
Sure. Like what we were expecting to see from Brook, essentially.
Exactly. And maybe Vert is saving it up so that, in case Matt drops a blocker that he needs to have up now, Vert has an answer.
He is at 1 life, Espoa.
So we are
got an answer.
Red rocking the Sabo.
Red Rock, bottom of it. With authority. You see Vera's like, fine.
All right.
You take away my Sabo.
It was like, okay, sure. It's not a blocker. It's not a blocker, and you have 5 bodies looking at you.
Right. Isho in hand, another Sabo in hand, and the Gecko. God, that hand looks sick.
And Matt with only 4 Dom left, I think his options are pretty limited. He can, 3,000 swords, a Dofi, Boa blocker.
3 top, probably Dofi?
Top, probably both.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just a sister blocker with a draw 1.
All right.
Got 1 up.
One of the Snake Sisters playing on defense. We got 6 cards in hand. Okay. We got a couple of counters in hand.
We got 7.
What's that far right hand? Is that a Blue Luffy or something?
No, it's Mihawk.
Mihawk? Okay. So we're going to go 6K to life. I don't think we're going to see much of a block here.
No.
HR manager coming in for some extra pets.
What up?
Just saying hi.
Bird taking it. 5 lead. So
all right, you gotta see the blocker.
Easy free block.
Yep, just putting up that one little 1K to. Oh no, it doesn't even need to because it's just interesting. Okay.
Looks like Matt maybe having a total of 6K counter in his hand. So 11, the biggest number he can block.
Yeah. Is this gonna be a turn that he tries to build up his board state? Maybe. Isho gonna ask for because 6 cards in hand. He doesn't have enough.
He doesn't have enough.
We're showing him, I got this 9K here. What are you going to do? Is it enough?
Oh, it is. It is enough.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He has more than 6.
Yep.
2 of them, gone.
2 cards taken out.
Searcher and a 2K, looks like.
Okay.
So, still, that's a lot of counter out of hand.
Wrestling those wood chips again, bro.
All right. Last 2 Dawn. What are we going to do? We're going to start stressing?
Put maybe 2 on a Meppo and for an attack.
Throw some 2 5s.
Could just Brook kill that blocker right here. Right? Because the blocker's at 3.
It is true. It is true. With a lot of cards in hand, it's still an attack that you can block out of. All right, we'll put 1. Getting everything down to...
Right? Just minusing 3 to the board, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So there's Brook.
The only thing with anything with cost right now is the is the Jinbei,
which I think just lost its cost.
Down to 0. Everything is a 0.
Okay.
Wholesale.
Right.
I got 1K block out of that.
If only those were in hand, that'd be free. All right, so Brooke gonna get his Taste of Litter. Jinbei, the choice. Mm-hmm. Is that what you would have gone with? Or would you go for the blocker?
Oh, I'd go for the Jinbei, because now it's up to Matt to, are you going to give me cards or you give me that blocker? You give me cards, you have less options next turn. You give me that blocker, you gotta produce a blocker next turn.
Absolutely.
Just giving them a bunch of stress.
There's not much of a board state here. Just 2,000 attackers require way too much Dawn just to even get to the point where they can swing to life.
This is not looking good for Matt.
He's got a Mihawk in hand. Does that change the math? Nope, got a Kaido in hand. Does it change the math?
I mean, kind of. I mean, if he plays the Kaido again,
looks like he's going to top 10.
Yeah, he's got no defenses in hand besides what he has in his hand, the counter.
So Matt,
Isho, and then he's got a choice between the Brook, the Helmeppo, or the brand new.
I would get rid of Brook and Isho. Personally, is that legal?
They're all dangerous. Yeah, because it's an 8 and a 3. Okay. But returning any of those to his hand is rough.
Oh, those are to the hand. Those aren't. Oh, yeah. I thought they were going to bury him.
So the Brook gets the on playability. The Helmeppo gets its on playability. The brand new gets its on playability. Oh my gosh! So real big, little bit of a conundrum. Yeah. A sticky situation for
with Matt. That much on playability. It's interesting they made that new. Wow, those are the 2 cards they choose.
If I'm correct, I do believe that the card stipulates. It doesn't stipulate which cards have to. It doesn't say like it has to be all from your opponent or all from you. So Matt could have chosen to return the big Isho and his Sengoku.
Okay.
I don't know if you can split it. I have to double check the rules, but from what I remember, it doesn't stipulate it has to be your opponent's cards.
It'd be good. I mean, what is the Sengoku's counter? Is it 1 or 2?
It's a 1K, but
it's still one resource in hand.
Exactly. It's one resource. It's something else that Vera has to calculate out.
Vera at 10, likely going to be playing some big boy here. Nope, going to swing. Okay, we got a 5K to life. Helmeppo trying to pressure that boy Hancock. Notably, he was the first one to turn to stone when he saw Boa.
1K. Stressing that hand.
10 Dawn.
8 left.
All right, 5K. Not even gonna throw anything on here. Just 5K. Gonna minus the blocker here.
She's gone.
Finger pistols taking off a blocker.
The last 8. What are we seeing? Is that Isho coming back? It's a
here's a Gecko.
Yeah, that's right. He had all 3 8s that he wanted to play.
Imagine brand new going to the yard, or
definitely a Rebecca.
Brand new coming to the field, and a Rebecca and Baron. Yes, you don't need too many brand news, man. They're not doing that much.
So brand new, giving him the search for a possible 2K or some other options.
Okay.
Ooh, he's getting blocker or Helmeppo.
Imagine he goes to the blocker here. Oh, Soul King Brooke, OPTCG says hello. Thank you for that.
The running, my man.
Yeah.
We got 2 packs, OP01 and a Japanese OP06 pack.
Yeah. So you just triggered the exact thing that we need to see from you. All you got to do is comment in that chat, and now you're in the running for one of these 3 packs. It's coming from a community box. The 2 hits haven't been pulled yet. Every single pack is coming to you in the community for every time we do One Piece content. So, congratulations. Put yourself in it, Soul King. I love the name here.
Okay, we have Ver, and he, again, Gecko Moria play into the brand new, which got him, I believe, I don't remember exactly what he pulled, but it's not a question. Then he played the Rebecca, which allowed him to bring back the Brook from the garbage, and then out to play, and KOing that Sengoku, leaving Matt no viable option to go for lethal now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough swings. Unless he's running a Rush Usopp, which is the only Rush card available to blue.
Okay.
It's not here.
Yeah. This is not live. It's actually recorded last week. We do these events every Tuesday at 6:30 at LifeLink Games, the one that's representing the mat there. Tomorrow will be week 8. This is week 7. And we'll do the content on the following Monday.
Tomorrow's our last day of school.
One of the things we'd love to do is pre-record the content. This way we have some time to build, get some deck lists, really start to polish up the stream. and then allow the people who played the game to come and watch themselves so they can learn and improve their gameplay.
Exactly.
All of this is just not only educational for other players that want to learn how to play, but educational for players that are playing. So they learn. They
can get to see some new stuff. Maybe they see like, oh wow, that guy has some heat with that card. Maybe if I use it this way,
maybe I would have thought out my turn a little bit different.
Exactly.
Yeah, it gives everyone an opportunity to take a look at it, and on top of that, we can talk to you, so you don't lose gameplay content when we stop to talk to you guys. And it's the best of both worlds, right? I get to make tailored quality YouTube video content while also interacting with this amazing community.
And there's none of that weird wait time where it's like, oh, we're gonna wait here between matches while everyone finishes up polishing their deck sleeves.
I've seen quite a bit of live coverage, and sometimes that downtime can last 25, 30 minutes. It's rough.
Yeah, but I mean, organizers be organizing.
Yeah, got to get these things going. We do take breaks after each match just to set up the new board state and buy our breaks because we're going a long time. But other than that, full stream content ahead, and now that we got partnership with locals to allow us to showcase some of their artwork, you're being fed content constant.
That's it. Keep coming out, and then we can afford the stay-at-home nurses to, have catheters put in, so we can stay here all 8 hours.
And you don't have to worry about me pushing that ad button. It's not happening. I appreciate the ad that it took you to get in here. I can't stop that, but you're not going to see me push you into an ad. Don't worry.
Let's see this final push.
Let's see it. All right. I mean, he's Mihawk to try and change the math a bit.
We're dropping some stuff. I don't know if it's enough.
Because we know what's in his hand. It's just giant after giant after giant. And this could be the turn that he just swings to get that last 2 life. He's got full 10 Don, plenty to work with, 4 decent attackers. Decent. Not 2 great attackers, but 4 decent attackers in total here. And only 4 cards in hand from Matt's side. What's your strategy? Do you overload the Don and just get the attackers over and end it? Or
just basic method.
Yeah.
7, 7, 7s. That whole spiel.
Those that don't know, 7 being the casual, making sure you at least get 2 out of hand, guaranteed math. All right, like that. Saying for 6, 2K getting 2 out. But because there are 2Ks and 1K blocks, you always want to make sure that you're trying to stress 1 or 2 cards from hand. We got a block here from that Kaido. Smart. 10K a little bit harder to counter out with cards here. But that's exactly why those blockers are on the deck. So back to turn.
Let's see. Does Ray go for? Is this the blood turn, or is he gonna try to just
reset
the board, do some foolishness?
All right, we're going 9K to life. We're gonna get that last life because he can
It's gonna take everything out of his hand, damn near.
No blockers here. I like this. So
because after this, it is. So we're going 8, 9, 10. 1 card in hand. Now it's just math.
Yeah. So basically, 7K the most he can block out here.
Oh yeah, 6K is the most you can block, but you go 7 because there's no chance you can block out of that.
Mm-hmm. So 1 swing guaranteed, and then the other one just has to be at 7. So we're gonna see maybe Renew, or we're gonna get Brook in for some awesome damage.
I would probably do 2 on leader, and then the rest on whatever is left.
Yeah. Soul King says, how often do you stream One Piece? At least once a Monday.
Every Monday at 6.
And then sometimes on Saturdays and Sundays, depending on if we run some weekend content. So there are store championships coming up soon. We've got other big events. Like we're going to be giving away some really cool Bandai TCG stuff for some competitive gameplay once that's recorded. That'll also be coming up here. But right now, just based on my timeline, I can only do it on Mondays, guaranteed. And then the rest gratis. Whether we've done box tournaments on weekends and we've done other things like that.
First on 6 with the brand new 7.
All right, 2-8. Yeah, this is going to be it. Yep. That is your final swing.
The math of 3 swings with 2 cards in hand.
8K was the math he put in his head, and now Ver showing off.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing Moria.
Still, congratulations, Ver. That's a really good job. Coming out swinging. Do we have a new deck for the next one?
Yes, we have 2 new people. We were like, Ver, you're too hot.
Just too hot.
Stay outside. You're going to burn the house down.
Right?
So I think we opted to have me and I think our first time on camera, Colin,
first time on camera. All right. And there's 2 decks again one more time?
I'm playing, yeah, that's right. We net decking. We net decking a Bonnie list, baby.
Oh, a Bonnie.
We net decking.
We haven't seen Bonnie yet on camera.
We're testing out that, for all you who in the know, we're testing out that, what's his name? That the Now list, the NAO, the Now, that guy. Tested his list out, and Colin is playing Throwback. Throwback. Starter deck 1 Luffy.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, I can't wait to see this.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't actually, we weren't doing casting back when OP won, so now I get to know what that experience was like when we were playing with brand new cards.
It was pretty fun spice that he played.
We'll be back with you in just a short little stint.
Last
Let
match.
us get the video up and running.